Okay folks, so today's mission is to try and get these Rohan foot and mounted done. I've undercoated all these in GW Death Guard green. Horses I've just undercoated in grey. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dry brush all the green with this Elysian green. And then I'll pick out some other details. I'm going to use a limited colour palette. So we're going to go light grey, black grey, flat earth and olive grey, which is a darker green. And that will pick out some of the clothing. And then I'm going to use leather belt for leather areas and lead belcher, not lead belcher, iron, this. You could use lead belcher if that's what you got. For all the armour. Right, let me crack on. All the base coats are now done. For the spear shafts I used yellow ochre. And then for the tips of the arrows I used buff. I'm just going to dry brush that with white. Let's try and find one. So yeah, once the wash has gone over that, I'll just dry brush that up. So I've put an armour wash on this dude. I think it's come up a little bit too blue. So I'm going to mix a bit more Nuln oil in. It's basically Nuln oil with a bit of blue ink. It just gives it that steel sheen, I think. But I might have gone a bit too much for this one. So that's what I'm doing next. I'm going to do all the armour. And then I'm going to put an Agrax Earth shade over everything. And then I'll highlight back up. So catch you after the next stage. Okay, so a quick update where I'm at with all the Rohan guys. These guys are almost finished, just got to do the hair. And then put the shields on. Same with the riders. I've done some of the hair. Let's see, ginger guy. There's ginger guy somewhere. There he is. So I'm just going to do the horses next. So what I've decided is I'm going to dry brush these with Othran grey, and then I've got all these different contrast paints to try out. So that is my next mission. So let's get on with it. Got all the horses done, glued everyone to them. Some of the contrast paints worked out okay. That one's not too bad. But some of them didn't come out very well at all, like these snakebite leather. I used that neat out of the pot and it just looks filthy. Tried it with a bit of mixing medium. And I think I've let it pull too much. So I'm going to have to practice a bit more with these contrast paints on horses. And the grey just looks, well, just a bit dirty really. So I'm going to try and repair them three. I've got a few more bits and pieces to do on horses, like the armour on the heads and stuff. And then I'll get them all based. Finished. So these are the foot, or the Oathsworn. Now I think in the new version of the game, your riders of Rohan can become dismounted. And you need these guys to represent the dismounted knight, obviously. But in the War of the Rings, you don't need that. Because these are just then Oathsworn militia. So I think they've come out okay. I haven't got no OTT with these really. I just, you know, put a basic highlight and stuff on them. Are you going to work? There we go. So obviously you've got to have your one ginger guy. So yeah, I think they come out okay. So that's them. Now let me get the mounted guys. So these are the 12 mounted dudes that you get in Pelennor fields. So again, I've gone with the huge guy. So that is contrast paint on the horse. I'll show them other ones that I wasn't too happy with. I'll bring them up in a minute, but just let me do a little quick flyby so you can see most of them. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with these, to be fair. I mean, they are just basic troops, so I haven't gone mad or anything, but I think they've come up okay. Right, so this dude, that was one of the snakebite leather ones, and I wasn't happy. It just looked really dirty and filthy, but now I think it looks okay. Same with this one. This was snakebite leather. I just rescued it. I used a mix of flat earth and German camo orange ochre 50-50, and I went over the top of them. And then there was the grey one, which looks okay now. I've probably messed up the final highlight. I could probably do with going over that again, but I'm not going to, because as I say, these are just, you know, basic troops. Right, put them all together. Okay, so that's the second element of the Pelennor Fields box set done. I've done the Warriors of the Dead, and now I've done these, and next up I'm going to do some Morannon Orcs. So once they're all done, I'll start on the characters like the Troll and the Nazgul and stuff. But yeah, getting there. So my pile of shame is getting, well, it's still getting bigger, but at least I'm painting some of it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.